Hello there, all you fabulous phantoms. This is GhostUrsa, your host. Tonight's live stream will be on Pentiment. This blacklight impression will be to determine how well it kind of looks in the opening. I haven't seen this one myself. I know it has been made by some of the developers over at Microsoft, specifically Bethesda, and I'm curious about how this turns out. I'm going in completely blind, so there's no expectations on my part. Go ahead and let me know how bad of an idea that is in the comments. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Stylized or easy to read? I'll just do easy fonts. I'm an old man. this ghost don't have good eyes no more. Grab ourselves a drink and let's get started. Oh, I got a stone. I don't know what to do with it. Can I hit you with it? Bonk, bonk. Bonk. Whoa! Whoops! That was not expected. Okay. I feel like I might be going crazy here when that happens. Oops, yeah, I was way off. I thought I saw those Bethesda, but it's obsidian. Ah. Pentiment. Art imitates death. That was the tagline on the Game Pass. Can I skip this? Oh, I can. Okay. Otherwise, I thought you were talking about the weather. Does anybody want to hear about Minnesota weather? Alright. No, we don't care. Oh no! You're gonna have to hear my voice. And the abbot said to me, Andreas! Oh, I don't want you to distract us. I needed to finish this commission by the end of April. Is that much earlier than you were expecting? Yes, he had told me I had until the Ides of May. Ugh, where's that one? What an arsehole! He's not going to pay you anymore, is he? There's no appreciation for the cost of your sweat. The yield of labor shall not be measured in coin, but in personal satisfaction and self-improvement. You know, that's what a stupid person would say. If you're good at something, never get paid for free. Personal satisfaction doesn't put much food on the table, though, does it? How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? Well, it'll be done by May. That's what I like to hear. What's he going to do? Find someone else to finish your work before May? It's true, making enemies with the abbot may not be wise, but he needs your work. And the doing of the work is its own virtue, regardless of what the abbot may think. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have to finish both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master awaits you. Yes, marriage with somebody he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is to become a philosopher. And nobody wants to be a teacher. Not in this market. Oh, Jesus, then you should definitely get married. Pretty at least. Who knows? It's not why I'm doing this anyway. It is growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave. Ah, surely, your majesty. Will you visit us again? Well, I can't always dream this place. Of course, if you are not here tomorrow night, I pray you'll be some places pleasant. Cormian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, Your Majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, Your Majesty. Yeah, my accents are all over the place. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. It's like I'm licking the... At least I would if they didn't stop stepping on my feet. What? Where are you going? They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. Well, the one fool is really good at the, It's not the trumpet. What is that? The bugle? Is it a bugle? I'm worried about the guy who's just licking the varnish off the boat, though. That can't be good for him. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shite, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. We'll be fine. I'm not going to cause trouble. That's no way to think about it. You gotta stand up for yourself. God! Would you please? Alright, I'm pushing him off the boat. I give up. Take me home, Grobion. As you wish, Andreas. Now, see, I would have pushed him off the boat. Good morning, Ursula. Undo. Time to get up. The Baron, April of 1518. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I can hit the X button to look at my quests. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town to head to the abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. Oh, where is that? Oh, well, that's weird. Oh, okay, up and down do that. How do you know where you are? Oh, I'm right there. Gertner Farm. Alright. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptamirian, Prior, Ferenc keeps giving me the... Oh, I didn't get to read all that. You went too fast! I really should clean this up. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm married to a wife and 2 kids. This is nothing. Can I just go back to bed? I don't think they'll let me. Up. Pick her up. What kind of kid? Terrible kid. Person is terrible. Good morning, Andres. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey, so I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you liked from Halbund's. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Which Otto? Otto or Otto? Was it Otto? Sorry, that's a Dino Trucks joke. I don't think anyone's in this audience know that. Otto stopped by. Yes, around dawn. Man, someone's an early riser. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like a cardboard cutout. Here you are, Andres. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? If we raise it by 2 groschens? I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months. Peter's losing his hair over it, even more than usual, I mean. Yeah, I can actually look at this. I can manage, I think. Yeah, I know that feeling. St. Luke, bless you for helping us out. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the Divine Office that Prior Frederick allows me to work on my masterpiece. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients, and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open up a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after some wandering. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. Yeah. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in tasting. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching some beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. Oh, it's hard to say until it's done. That's no way to think about it. I'm sure it'll be a treasure when it's finished. Now I'll get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andres, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus and Drucker invited me over for supper. Oh, of course. Please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. Who's the... Oh, yeah, that's Eva. I can't talk to the lady in the soup bowl, though, huh? Now pick the girl up. What's wrong with you? The girl said up. You pick her up. There's no button to pick her up. Just look at my doodle of a map. Alright, fine. I'll hold side. Oh, very linear direction. Oh, hey, Peter. Andreas. Ill, Peter. Is this our Peter or the other Peter? God bless you. Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been god awful. This town's going to shit since my day. Were they different back then? As different as beer and piss. Don't mistake those two, Peter. That might be why they call you ill. Cross-eyed. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Petja to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. I thought St. Moritz projected it. Yes, and St. Scythia too. But who do you think projected it before they came? Saints weren't the first to watch over Thussing. Father knew that. Old Ronnig knew that. Bastard Abbot might not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. I won't mention that to the Abbey, don't worry. Abbey. That's just hounds take the Abbot. I should probably go then. Alright, well, God bless you. Well, I gotta work there. I mean, I don't want to, like, say something I'm gonna regret, so I'll just make my way out. Am I even going the right way? Morning, Andreas. Big Borge. So, oh, morning, Big Borge. They don't call that because of his stomach. That's just because of the size of his beard. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. He hit a big rock with the plow, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Every day but Sunday. Right, thank God. Thank God for Sundays. Feels like a storm's coming. No? I just smell like I need to take a shower. Or maybe it's just my sweater. It smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where was it you spent your Walderhire? Before you came to tossing, please tell me if I said that right in the comments, because I have no idea. Oh. Basil? I have no idea which one of these would be a good one. Either. How about basil? I want to say I'm a vegetable. Or spice. Hey, I'm from Basil. Over in Switzerland. Basil mostly. First, I'm German descent myself, so Swiss air must be different than. Spent enough time in these mountains, you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, big Yorn. What did you spend all of that time in Switzerland doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. That's the first option? I don't know why that's the first option. Alright, the hedonist, the craftsman, the bookworm, the rapscallion, and the businessman. You know what? I'm gonna say I was a rapscallion. Go back to my World of Darkness days. Getting into trouble, I got involved in a scheme or two for the mischief, more than a few brawls. Balm's calm enough, but there's always travelers passing through. Half of them are marks, the other half are looking for a fight. I was fine with either. Sounds like a strange way to pass the time, Andres. Anyway, I have to get going. Jorg! Let's go! Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andres. Until later, man. It's a problem when you have your old man bossing around. You don't have a place of your own. You know, this feels very similar to living in America right now. Middle-aged kids living with their older parents that can't afford their own place. Whoa! Well, that got busy. Am I heading the right way? Change the map button again. X? No, that's my... Y was the map. Town Commons. Oh, our old lady of the labyrinth. Blacksmith. Midwife. Forest. Mill. Outer Tassing. Okay. Oh, there's the Abbey. So, I gotta head to the mill and then go east, huh? Okay, head to the mill and then go east. Or head to the meadow. Either way. Oh, come on, guys. What's with all the sheep? This isn't New Zealand. Martin, please. Can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot more like standing there than doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us, one of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping. Excuse me. I'll try to stay on the way. Thanks. It'll probably take an hour or two to track them all down at this rate. Salmon. Damn it, Veronica. What did I say about blasphemy? Sorry, Mom. Oh, look. There's something going on up at the Steiner's place. Steiner's? Steiner? That guy looks like he's covered in bird shit. Pigeons must love him. What's that on the horses? He looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding, when Johan pulled his pants down. Wow, okay, what are they doing at those weddings? Knocked down two of my man's teeth. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks rich. Damn it, Martin, stay out of trouble for once. Yeah, you know, Richmond cut up hands. What? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Well, of course. See you later. Good luck, everybody. Alright, so I gotta go what? This way around the blacksmith? Andreas. Ah, Andreas, good timing. Do you have a moment to lend me a hand? Actually, no, I'm already late to the Abbey. I swear it won't be long. Alright, then what's up? Wonderful. Got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, shoes. All shoes. Don't put the horses in there with them. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand. Or else it'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. Wait. Ah, I gotta do a mini game. Here, take the shoes with the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe in the anvil and hit it with a hammer. Wait. I got that one. Good. Next one. You know, am I working my writing hand? Because if I'm supposed to be writing stuff and I'm working my writing fingers, this is going to wear your wrist right out. Ah, well done. See, short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all of this at once. Sure would be nice to have someone to help me out there every day. Have you considered an apprentice? I have. Not the boys in the village seem interested. Get at it. I bet you could get Bert. Ah, Klaus would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to keep you up any longer. I'll see you in Otto up at the Abbey guest house for dinner. Alright, until then. Yeah, I'm not doing that mini game anymore. Oh, I can't move. Well, I was trying to move go around them, but it's not really working. Can I go through them? Oh, I have to go to the meadow, huh? Alright, that was the town comments. What way am I going now? Oh, okay, it's gonna be a lot of small screens. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. I've had a few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You're still coming by after for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. We really need to get to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Illusioso. Did I say that right? I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. No, he's just trying to protect people from... What? Heresy? Adventure stories of people before. He doesn't mind those so much, actually. Oh, no! As long as they don't get too carnal. Oh. So, supper tonight after Vespers. So everybody's got to be prudes. Yeah, of course. Great! I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. Alright. God bless, Master Maller. I hope your week is going well. Oh, my last name is Maller. Just getting on my way to work. Good, Andreas. I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Wouldn't be if God says that. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument about this. Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden if not for his sake? Consider it free. Oh. A man has many duties. Father Thomas should appreciate how hard you are to help the Abbey. No. I'll do this one. Almost everybody in charge of working hard, though. Andreas, this is more of the just in life. There's another. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such illustrious visitors. Master Mauler, this is Lorenz, Baron of... Wait. I'm not even trying saying that. Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wished All of your neighbors were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I are returning from a trip in Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck and it was terribly dull. I mean, it has a certain charm common to those alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly. But he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Oh, what was the artist? I'm not sure you know him. An older man from Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the Emperor. Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I'm not sure who you mean. Have you not heard of Albrecht Dürer? Pity. I thought he was known across the Empire. Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit in GhostUrsa. I have no idea how to say that one either. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed. By good fortune, I recently came across a copy of Historia Tassia he was reading during my last visit. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Yes. But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Garnett, and I have to come on and check on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you come to see a manuscript, you should speak with young Mahler here. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the last few months, he's also been helping with the scriptorium. A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Oh, surely that won't be the case. I have yet to judge the quality of your entertainment, though it sounds like we are off to a bad start. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do? Refuse us? Excellent. We'll see you then. Mistress, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Mr. Fowler. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not be a master yet. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and my brothers. I was in university for a number of years in Erfurt. Wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his work? Tremendous mind. He said things about the church that should have been said years ago. I get him in trouble, but he's a brave and brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him, did you? You must tell. Ah, no, sorry. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, it's fascinating. Oh, I agree. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have ever read a list of 95 theses against the church. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father will not disappoint. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university. Ah, no, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge from Aristotle to Cecile to Fico to Erasmus, and everyone in between yet to come. I may have met Justice Baron, huh? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Haha, no, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but it didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Theology? You know, the basis of a fractured system of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire. Ooh. So far, I haven't been playing him like the church, so how about imperial law? Law, I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. Never heard much interest in the subject, honestly. A bit dull for my taste. Besides, the Empire has such a mess of jurisdictions. Arian law, Urlish law, Franconian law, dumb nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who'd study the nonsense than learn it myself. You, if I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. Curse you, Rothvelgo. Purchased dogs tear you to pieces would be too kind of a fate. Whoa. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? What was that about? Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, the old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the triviums and quadriviums, yes? What was your favorite subject? There's a lot more reading than I was expecting. But then again, I was coming in blind. Latinism? Talking of Latin, grammar, and vocabulary. Logistician? You know what? Sure. Let's do occultist. I'm a law places and was accused of alchemy. Esoteric interest. Ooh, esoteric, how? Statistical tests, books on alchemy, invoking spirits, divination. Purely academic, of course. Oh, of course. I started the Officino's Corpus Hermeticium, and my interest only deepened from there. Oh, quite interesting. I'll make some time to speak with you more on the topic during my stay. I look forward to it. And your other studies, what were they? Oh, that's right, I had the Vic too. Ooh. Okay, this is probably closer to me. Logic, geometry, and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's Organon a foundation you studied? Oh, yes. And includes elements for geometry, but the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Overlord provided the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. The Englishman William of Ockham is that the one for Occam Razor? No. Gave us the Summa Logicae, arguing nominalism against Platonic realism. Of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pursuit of truth. All monks are friars, of course. A great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the Church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question that these great men should have had to wrestle logic into what the Church establishes by fiat and force. Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know GhostUrsa as well? The family has been patrons of GhostUrsa for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago I heard that it still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Oh, yeah, I think they're on that. Well, Kitschy's more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning manuscripts from an abbey in this day and age. Oh well, my father's been patron here for generations. It seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Journal a year ago. I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, maybe you're the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no, I do not know the artist book. Well, the venerable brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what's concerning you. Brother Piero has been an incredible talent with color. Then I very much look forward to seeing it. Am I gonna get fired for being late to work? Mishlas, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'll be heading up to the abbey. Yes, my lord. Seems like a man who doesn't like his work. I mean, I would either, probably. Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Curacao is a place out of time in more ways than one. We are acquainted, yes, let's leave it at that. Are you the reason she became a nun? Ah, you must be Father Gornot. I am Lawrence, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothville. It's wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Oh, if you say so. I am not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I was expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know. I wrote ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Well, Yes, well, I mean, no, it's no trouble. Do you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. Maybe I could grab something from the kitchen. Hmm. Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet with you there. Alright, I'm gonna get an earful now. You son of a bitch! Andres, I don't know what you're doing with the Baron, but I need you to be in the scriptorium. Now. Alright, then get to work. Shit, I should have asked him about advance for the Gertner's taxes. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. If all else fails, I could liberate some money from this sacristy. Alright, well, there's a scriptorium. That's a shrine. The convent garden. Cloister. Where am I supposed to go? Is it in the building? The shrine. Alright, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, it's way inside. Oh, okay. So I guess I go in the cloister then? That's the infirmary, the chapter house, the monastery, a large garden, a courtyard, a refectory, sabbat, the church, the dormitory, the cemetery. I don't think I'll just go to the cemetery. I mean, I could go through the cemetery. I just probably shouldn't. Well, there's the Ruthgar. Wait a minute, am I supposed to go left or right? Probably should go right. Me. Oh, that's just pretty. Hey, Matthew! God bless you, Andreas. How is the sacristy today, Matthew? The same as yesterday. Does my vocation seem silly to you, Master Mallow? No, I was just being friendly. Then go in peace, friend. Know that the Abbey's treasures are secure for another day. God to be with you. Oh, one more thing. Yes, Andreas? This isn't part of the agreement you made with Father Gurnall. You'll be paid on the completion of each additional manuscript, and not before. Then I think you can wait a few days to cover your wages. The Abbey runs through mutual agreements, not haphazard payments. Breaching such contracts would cause undue trouble not only for Crisci, but for the Tassie as well. Oh, is that my inspiration? What is this about, Andreas? Garner's failure to pay the taxes has reached even you, I see. Very well, do not ask this of me again, Andre Mahler. Here you are. Shall note this with Father Garnot and Prior Fahrenheit. Well, thank you, Matthias. God bless you, Andreas. But you're so nice. Alright, now that I've got my payment, I can give Clara the rent early. No, I'm gonna give it to her directly. I know better than that. I am not putting it on no freaking table. Interesting game so far. I like the art. There's a lot of reading. So I suppose I didn't really know what I was getting into, though. If you are liking what you see, please make sure you like and subscribe here on YouTube. That always helps out. Maybe it'll improve my drawing skills here. There's a guy. And Piero. Oh, and back to the Old Bailey. Why does everybody look like they're covered in ink? Oh, where do I work? Where do I work? Where do I work? Good day, Andreas. How's your morning going, brother guy? It's fine. More contracts for the abbot. Would you rather be making contracts or manuscripts? I honestly don't care. As long as the abbot is impressed, he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis Judgment Day. Does his opinion mean that much to you? The abbot and the priors both? You're lucky. When you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40 years. Great googly moogly. 40 years? God bless you, Andreas. How are you feeling today, Aldic? Millie. That's easy. I am well. Well done, my son. It is early. I will give you a harder one later. I look forward to all your anagrams, brother Aldic. Literal nut. Yes, until then. How do I work? I gotta work. I am supposed to work. Alright, so let's start my scripting work. Oh no, don't go outside! Oh, that's the prior's house. I am not breaking into the prior's house. Maybe Piero will let me work. Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you. Good morning, brother Piero. Good to see you as well. I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means a storm is coming. Big Georg. God, I said that. If you live here 10 or 15 years, the snow is coming. Brother Adak has been here long enough that he can always smell him coming. Don't forget, brother guy, the fate of youths who jeered the aged prophet Elisha outside of Bethel. Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, brother Aldic? I'm comparing you to the impudent youth whom the Lord may choose to strike down. I am old, Andreas. Every slight against me stings with the fire of 1,000 whips. But I will pray to God for the strength to endure this wickedness. Well, everyone seems to be quite lively. I suppose that means Prior Fairneck is not overseeing us today. He was here, but then he heard Lorenz Rothbugel had arrived and hurried out like a little mouse. Fairneck is so desperate to impress the abbot and the nobles. It's pathetic. You feign kindness to Father Abbot and our prior, only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful. Oh no. Baron Rothvagel, his manuscript. I just realized that he will want to see his manuscript. How silly of me, of course that's why he's visiting. Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about the patron's visits. Hey, that's rude. Guy. Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like everyone else. Andreas, Baron Rothgall is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince and Bishop. Crusade is already out of favor. Father Abbot does not want to have to deal with more tension. Well, if Prior Fairneck isn't here, I'm going to work on my masterpiece until he arrives. Somebody's doing their second job while they're doing the first job, huh? Oh no, that's right. I need to reference the Indirmauer manuscript. Wait, all the other books are on the lock key. What do you want, Andreas? A book. The Indirmauer manuscript. Book of Hours. Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep? Oh, what do you mean by that? I mean, did you sleep alone, or... Well, why do you want to know that? It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading. Ah! That's all the way upstairs. Can't you go get by without it? No, I'm sorry, but I really can't. I need it for reference. Really? My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm just going to ask Illuminata to get it. Illuminata! Andreas needs help finding a book, and I don't know where it is. Andreas? Sister Illuminata, I'd like to borrow the Indirmauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Yes, I overheard. Here, please return it promptly. Man, books under a lock and key. Makes you wonder about these libraries now, huh? Uh-oh, what's this old geezer gonna do? Don't ruin the book! Andreas, may I see how your masterpiece is coming? Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Yes, the composition is lovely. There is a joyful spirit in your arrangement of the figures. The contrast of colors is also quite nice, rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene. It doesn't really feel right, though. I don't know why. It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work. What do you mean? It's my work. My son, you copied the illustration from the Indo manuscript almost exactly. So, what's wrong with that? Haven't I approved upon it? Aesthetically, yes, it's wonderful, but I feel you have not given much thought as to what it represents. It's November. In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage and acorns before the slaughter. Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest. Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Garno. What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted. But it's not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form, these images illuminate a path to truth. It's most important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for the truth. Yes, but with God's grace, this book of hours will live us all. What will it say to those who see it in the future generations, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinion. They are just the thoughts of one old monk. There is no place for monastic scriptoria anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time. Why is that? Some people, some places have a difficult time letting go of the past. I'm not one among them. The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing they'll be brought to truth. I think there's only a place for artists. And brother guy. It's kind of you to say so, Ardrius, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and I am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready. Oh, that's a cool way to show the time. Ah, where has the time gone? It is already tiresome. Too much talk. I must have asked forgiveness for not honoring the rule. Until later, Andreas. Until later, man. Oh, that's right. They're part of the monastery, so I'm sure they have to actually go pray. Oh man, my back hurts just looking at them. Oh no, they spilled the ink! Ooh. What is that? Well, now you've got my attention. What's going on in there? Oh, I should probably get back the book while I'm at it. Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Nata. I knocked over a bowl of paint to the floor. But then Prior Furnick came in, wrote in on one of his books, closed it, and left. I was such a hurry, I don't even think he even noticed me. He slammed the book shut? Prior Furnick should know better than that. Some of those manuscripts are quite delicate. Yeah. Which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it's necessary for divine reading or work in the scriptorium. Are you still mad at me for borrowing that book? No, anger is not an appropriate response for a nun. But the fact remains that you tricked me into giving you that book for no valid reason. One who wrote masterpieces that even now grace the libraries of Cologne. Full done mind. No, it's not. Not unless it pertains to your work or the abbot permits it. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothfolk? Why is Prior Furnick so nervous? Lorenz? I didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the Prior and the Father Abbot have. I only know that he purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. He paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it. Oh, what did he buy? I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andres? If you help me recover some missing books, I'll tell you what I know about the Baron. Oh, sure, yeah. Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey. Well, where should I begin? Out there, where you and your cohorts have been carefully strewing books around the scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. The first are the 2 volumes of the I Need. Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick. Okay, this is very important. Red, 14 by 10, 3 inches thick. Oh, I know those ones. They are not his to keep. Oh, there's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. The volumes were old even when Piero started to make the copies. How long ago was that? 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero. Oh, what's she doing in there? Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido. Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes his more seriously than most of the others in the Abbey. Will he take your chosen vocation seriously? Honest, I don't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do. Yeah, it's really that bad. Oh, you're right, of course. I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are. That's kind of cool. I like that effect. Even in stories, we are maiden to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we are ordinary women who are merely tools in the tales of other men. We can never be the protagonist of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that. From the empress to a nun is our lot. I suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid. It's fine poetry for men. Now, the books, if you would please. Oh, yes, of course. Thank you. Next is The Wretched Gwern. This is a printed copy, green cover, diamond pattern. Green with a diamond. I don't have the size of the ledger, but hopefully the description is enough. I know the one you're talking about. Brother Aldo was reading it. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey even owns a copy. I would. Or we don't. It belonged to Amadeo Rusco of Lugano. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable. He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it. I've certainly seen the brothers enjoying it. This book is not appropriate reading for Benedictine monks. A baby is sold to pirates, raised as a servant, and then lives out a life of adventure, wooing princesses and fighting in tournaments. You forget the best part. In the end, Lurian learns he has royal blood, son of a duke. Reigns as king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love? Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures. It's not my place to recommend anyone for reading stories, least of all you, Andreas. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women. Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it? To die better than we are born. And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being a king? There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male or female, for you are the only one in Christ. We may be one in Christ, but we're not equals in this world. It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andreas. But the book, Andreas, we must return it, or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter? Oh, are you a legal scholar now as well as an artist? Actually, I am. I don't care. I'm not concerned about the law. The book, please. Oh, yes. No, I'll still give it to you. Just letting you know. You're not liable. There's only one book left, then you'll be freed from bondage. A red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, 2 inches thick. I remember that one. That's Brother Guy was reading that one. Oh, now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it. Very good. Please bring it here. What is this, anyway? Oh, it's in French. The soul that God touched, empty of sin in the first state of grace. Wait, what is this? Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Yeah. I have good reason not to answer you. 3 French bishops condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate. Wait, why? I don't know. It's not my place to question the judgment of one bishop, unless that's 3. And before you ask, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains that dialogue between love and reason. So the book is dangerous? When did the bishop condemn it? 200 years ago? What? Why is it even still here? Because Father Matthias loved books. All books. He didn't want to see it destroyed. I can sympathize with that. That's fine, but Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Garnet learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed. Did he even know it was here? Mother Cecilia made it a note of it in the inventory when she was the librarian. Must it be destroyed? No, I do. So. I'll read that forever. That's not funny, I'm serious. Give me that book or a deal's forfeit. I'm not telling you anything about Brother Michael. How about I take a compromise? I'll be gone by the time Father Gno asks about it, and if you like, you can say I stole it. I doubt he'll even make a fuss about me stealing a book you want destroyed. I don't like this. It feels wrong. Oh. I'm trusting you in this. Against my better judgment, don't make me regret this. Okay. Now then, Brother Rothvogel. Quickly though, I need to finish up here soon. Yeah. The Baron's quite wealthy, educated, and he loves fine art. I think it's clear why he enjoys your company. Most of his peers don't share his passion for modern thinking, nor are they interested in art. You are a rare thing, an artist with a university education. You may not be of higher birth, but whatever the Baron's faults may be, he chooses to fraternize with common people. Sometimes with unpleasant consequences. Yes, but I can't say anything more than that. It was a tragic affair. No one at the Abbey wanted to deal with it then, and certainly no one wants to dig up that past now. Should I be concerned for my safety then, sister? I can't say. I don't know Baron Rothvogel more than you do, Andreas. But there is an inherent danger to walking in the shadow of a powerful man. Just be careful. Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help. How will you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? Oh, this is the only door to the library. We are standing in the oldest parts of the Abbey. Like any old place, it has its share of secrets. Good day, Andreas. Court to be with you. That's the bill for sect. The brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. I should see if Otto is around and still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the Abbey. Okay. Whew. That's a lot of reading. I think I might need to take a swig of something to drink, but I'm all out. Well, dear viewers, this is quite the interesting take on history. I will say that. I was not expecting this to be quite the oral story. Almost feels like it should have some form of voice acting in it, just to make it easier. Chapter house. Wait, this isn't right. Right? Oh yeah, I gotta go outside. I don't think they want me walking through the abbot's house. Make me. Is there a save mission here? Alright, hopefully it actually auto-saves then. But no, I figured it'd be a good time to kind of retrospect this for a bit. The art style is very interesting. I know it's inspired by old art and other forms of art as well. Not quite sure the time or anything like that. I'm not that kind of artist. I did dabble with that as a kid, but not much nowadays. The story is interesting. Very, a lot more inspired by historical stuff than I was expecting. I know that's a very fancy way of talking, but that's just how I feel. I know I'm actually interested to see where this goes, but it feels like I'm going to have to read for a lot longer to get an idea as to what's going on beyond, okay, you're a scryer, and you're writing things at the place, at the scriptorium. I'm wondering if this old ancient book is going to get my ass kicked or not. So, as for whether or not this is worth taking a look at, it is such a heavy dialogue story. So, it's definitely for those of you who love to read and love character growth and character writing. There is, as you can tell, practically no action to speak of. So this is definitely for people who are completely into something for the lore and the environment and the people than for anything else. So it may not appeal to everyone with its historical take and being an ancient Italy, but at the or of France. I'm not quite sure. I don't know enough about this stuff, and my apologies on that. But the ancient European world, if you like this kind of historical story, this would be right up there. Probably up there with the Borgians and the Tudors and anybody who likes those kind of stories. So if you're into that kind of stuff and looking for a game that's definitely made to be a slower pace and a thinker, this is a great one for you. I am interested, though I don't know if it would be able to hold my interest for long. But I'm always sometimes good down for a good story, just as long as I don't have to read it out loud all the time. Well, having said all that, it's on Game Pass, so it's free to try out if you're already a member of that. So give it a quick look. As for myself, I think I will call this a knife. Knife? No, a night. I'll call this a night. Uh, so if you did like what you saw, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, get the notifications going. You'll be able to know when the next live stream is going to happen. Next YouTube live stream will be a week from today, where I can't remember. I think it's High on Life, I believe, is the next one. So you'll be able to take a look at that. I'll have to double check to make sure. And if you aren't into these blacklight impressions, my normal playing whatever I feel like live stream is on Thursdays right now on Twitch till after the holidays, and we'll have a new schedule going out. So stay tuned for that. Uh, and as always, I appreciate everybody who was able to stick around for the live stream and anybody who's watching this after the fact. You guys are what allows me to keep this going. And hopefully I'll catch you all later. So good day, good night, and I hope to see you all next time.